warm up, warm up, hip and trunk, let's see the name on this one. Seated balance with hip extension. Seated balance parallel. Can also be done seated balance, lateral rotation, same movement. You can also add a flexing and pointing or a bending and straightening. That would be part of the sequencing. From seated, we're going to go into the bridging. Bridging parallel, bridging lateral rotated, bridging single leg lift. So, parallel, bridging parallel. Flexing and pointing. Bridging with arms down first, then one with arms to the side, and then variations of closing and opening the arms, doing the exercises first parallel, and then going through the same sequencing in lateral rotation. Adding to that movement, bridging with a single leg lift. Double leg lower with abdominal curl. You start with the double leg lower. You curl the body up. Legs lower, ball goes back. Okay. Plank with single leg lift. bringing the ball and body into a plank position. First with the foot down, both feet down, and a single leg lift. Then also taking it into a bent knee. It can also be done with both legs in the air, and you're doing that same pattern, single leg lift with a bent knee. Okay. Lying prone, feet on wall. Now this may be a tough one to videotape for both of us. I'm going to angle it this way. I'm going to pretend like that's a wall in front of me. Feet on the wall in first position, and triangulating the leg bungees, coming and sliding the foot up, also taking it to the side, or taking it front and circling it around. So it's like I'm describing a semicircle. The feet are outwardly rotated and you're doing a circle. For the dancers, it's part of a rond de jambe. So that would be the prone version. Could also be done, or excuse me, supine version. It can also be done prone. Balance standing, single leg balance. So it can be done with a hand on the bar, the ballet bar, or not. Center with arms reaching in second. Leg on the ball. I'll do it sideways a little bit so you can see the support leg. I'm turned out. I'm going to bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Now I do it facing front leg, side leg, whoops, as I go flying. And it also goes back into arabesque or to back leg. So the leg is front, the leg is side, the leg is back. The last exercise or the last extension of that is actually jumping. So having one foot on the ball and jumping on the standing leg. And now those two last exercises, the first one where you're just balancing with the single leg, is called single leg balance. And I've got front, side, back, meaning the leg is in front of me, the leg is to my side, or the leg is back. It goes into single leg jumps. That's jumping on the standing leg and having that leg on the ball in front of you, side, back. Your cool down is going to take you again lying supine with your feet or your calves resting on the ball. So just bringing the calves on the ball, arms are in arm bungees, and bringing the arms out to the side, palms down, and just taking a trunk rotation. So just cooling down and stretching the back a little bit, and then going into a hamstring stretch using the leg bungees, flexing the foot and getting that support up the arch, but also stretching. And it can come into a second position stretch or a side stretch, half straddle, one leg bent, one leg in half straddle, and back to center. It can come slightly across the body, looking in all position, and back to center. Of course, you're going to do both legs. Again, hamstring stretch to start, grabbing that leg bungee, flexing and pointing the foot, opening that leg into a second position or a half of a straddle, bending the opposite leg and letting it open to the side. You can also do that flexing and pointing if you like. Bringing everything to center and taking it across body, looking away from the leg. And that is your cool down or the last exercise of the sequencing. Hopefully this helps.